Hello, my gorgeous people. It's good to see you. It's good to be around you. Good to hear from you again. I'm recording this video in May 2025. The last time I did something like this was in September 2024. So here's what I'm gonna say. Like, I know I'm gonna keep writing this post grad freaking like, oh my god, I was just a film student. Oh my god, for so long. I know I'm gonna keep doing that. Honestly, it's where I'm still at mentally. But 2025 is officially the first year I've had no school education. Like, this is my first year being an official freelancer. And, back in January, it was so much easier to just post all my short films and keep working on things, keep posting short films, make reflection videos on those short films. Like those reflection videos I shot them all January 10th, like 10 days into the new year. I just want to tell you what I've been up to. It's been kind of a crazy journey since this year started. So the first gig I got was a Pop the Balloon dating show. I kid you not. The first thing I did was a Pop the Balloon dating show. And I was the camera operator. I basically did everything. I got all the gear for it. I was the camera operator. I had to hire my friend Eddie to do a B cam, but there's also a C camera that I couldn't operate, didn't have someone. Um, and then I had to edit it. So it's three cameras, two Sony A7 IIIs, and my Blackmagic 6K. It's a Pop the Balloon dating show NYC edition, and I was basically the DP, the shooter of everything, right? And I did 2 episodes of that thing. I'm gonna tell you, like, editing that show, 3 cameras, like 5 to 6 rounds of contestants, you'll say, it was so hard, and it was so not exactly to shoot it. Kind of had fun shooting it, but it was so hard. I'm not gonna lie. The client was not very happy, and honestly, I can agree with this, that the easy rig wasn't the best choice. So I decided on the second episode, I told him, like, we're gonna learn from this. He would tell me, like, camera shaky, this, that. He would give me notes on the video edit. He'd be like, camera's so shaky here, don't use it. He'd be like, yeah, I don't know why you cut it this way. Don't do that. Use this angle instead. I was like, interesting. Okay. Could be a little nicer than that, but whatever. He would say that kind of stuff, like different camera angles, use that, different this, do that, blah, blah, blah. Okay. So I said to him, we're going to learn, The next time I'm going to rent a gimbal out for this shoot. Okay. So I got a gimbal for the next shoot. Now, I'm going to be real, guys. I don't like gimbals. Like, gimbals to me, it's like having a third camera operator, but you're also on the team too. Sometimes they do what they want to do. Like, sometimes they are a reflection of what you think is what you're going to do, but then they don't move that way, or they have kind of crazy jitters. You have to constantly recenter it. It's going here. So I did the second episode with the gimbal. It was smooth for some things, but it wasn't smooth for everything. Because, not that I was still learning it, but I'm just like, it just is not the easiest thing to use. Like, I'll be real, I'm not a gimbal master operator. That's the one flaw you can say about me as a freelancer. I'm not a drone operator, I'm not a gimbal operator, I'm not any of these kind of things. I sent him the video, right? Hi, dog, so cute. I sent him the video, and he sends me a long email. He says, I can't even get through this video without telling you how disappointed I am in you for being shaky on a gimbal. And I was like, damn. Okay, he said, people are reaching out to me personally to tell me that my content is taking a downfall. Like, he had one episode up before, he had one episode up before this of Pop the Balloon. Had a different team. It looks nice. It's got a lot of views. Good. My video, when it was posted, it didn't perform the way he wanted it to. He's got it's probably got now 60,000 views, which, by the way, kind of amazing. If I can I want 60,000 views. Why am I giving effort to you, bro? Like, damn, I'm able to grow your channel more than mine. Shit, whatever. It got that amount of views, right? And he told me, my content is not taking a downturn. The people's expectations are being let down by your shaky camera work. And I was just like, damn, no one has ever given me this many notes. Like, my partner was like, yo, why are you working for this guy? And I'm just like, I don't even know. I want to just get through this edit. But honestly, no, that email, like, he had so many notes. Like, the Constitution was shorter than his notes for the video. Yes, it's an hour-long video. Yes, it should have notes. But damn, bro. Damn, boy. I'm not gonna lie, guys. My mental health during that time, just January, was not very good. I mean, I have a client that's telling me that my work is subpar. It's not professional enough. My camera work is shaky. I feel like I'm a freaking first-year freelancer. Like, that's how I feel. And I'm just surprised that someone could make me feel that way. Like, it was just such a... Like, he was watching me do the edit of this video, and he literally say, why use this ankle? It's so shaky. SMH. That was the first time I'd ever seen a SMH on a video edit that I did. I was so shocked by that. I'm like, what the hell, dude? I emailed him back, and because I was like, okay, the people's expectations. What? Like, I looked thoroughly at like the 240 comments, and all of them, guess what? Were about the video. It's about the like, dude. It's about the video. It's about the woman in the video. It's a Pop the Balloon series. Since when does a camera operator ever get any strays in a video where it's just a bunch of men being like, women try and overspoil their worth. These men are SMH. These men, that girl is trying to have 2 kids and that girl wants no kids. It's like, that's what the comments are about. I found one comment on that first video that said,
camera shaky.
at that point, bro, I had to believe it was a burner account of him. Because, like, I guess what, man? Like, no one's going to watch the video and be like, oh, this is not dependent. Like, okay, first of all, Pop the Balloon is a series of videos. They have Arlette. As you can see, like, there's multiple people trying to do this formatted videos, right? And so they're trying to do these videos, and he is not... Listen, I'm not going to say he's ripping off the format. It's not a format that anyone's copyrighted, right? Now Netflix is doing a Pop the Balloon series, right? Okay, so that means that he's being held to a different standard, right? People are on his videos saying, this is just a ripoff of Arlette, or this host is not very good, or this... I found a lot more videos about the host not being good rather than this. This is my first time editing a video, and editing this kind of video, and I'm a competent editor, dude. I'm not dumb. Like, I'm not dumb. I don't, like, I send him a clip of the thing. He'd be like, send me the full clip. Oh my God. The first time we shot a thumbnail video for it, like a thumbnail video for it. And I sent him, like, I think it was like a screenshot. It was like, yeah, I sent him a screenshot of the best moment. He's like, send me the video clip because I want to know if this was the best moment. I'm like, it was the best moment. He's like, well, you don't know if it's the best moment because I look for things that you're not like, looking at, which is fine. I don't expect you to notice these kind of things. I'm like, y'all ever been told that, oh, you know, like, did you think that I picked the worst moment from the footage to, like, give to you? Like, yeah, let me find the worst part. That. I'll give it to you, the screenshot. You wouldn't expect me to notice these little details? Dude, I'm a literal video editor. It's my job to notice these details. I sent him the full clip. He's like, yeah, you picked the right moment. Yeah, no shit, because that was the... Bro! I'm crashing out in the middle of the park now over here, man. It's like, I've done this for like 5 years, this freelancing shit. Like, working with clients, working with notes and stuff. For the first time in 5 years, I told this guy, I am not going to do a 3rd episode with you. Before you even ask me to. Maybe you weren't going to ask me, but let me just get in front of it now. I don't want to work with you again. After this video is done, I'm done. That was the end of my email to him. And he wrote back to me, and he was saying, like, basically, we worked in January, but he reached out to me in July for this gig, pushed it. He said to me, I wasn't going to go with you initially because you seemed a little too young. Like, you weren't, like, you didn't have this shit, right? But I decided to take a chance on you because, you know, I understand that people have their start whenever, their respect whenever, right? And he said, but I was wrong. You are too immature for me, or something like too young. I noticed on set you called me bro. I'm not your bruh. He said I called him bro on set. I'm your client. I'm like, okay, when did I call you bro on set, first of all? And if I did call you bro, I was trying to be endearing, whatever. But more importantly, I think what's more immature is to write notes to me like this and to like talk to me like you're 20, bro. Like he would say things to me like, cut to camera B. I don't know why you chose to even do that choice. I don't even know why you chose that angle. Can we just say cut to camera B? I like this angle more. Like, why do you have to demean me every single time you have a note? It's just like, I'm not getting paid enough for this shit. I literally wasn't getting paid enough for this shit. If I did 2 episodes, 500 each, $1,000 to start in January, like that held me down. I'll be real. That money held me down, dude. I had to choose my money or mental health. And in this economy, you know, money's kind of like what you have to prioritize. But this is the first time that I just couldn't take it. I just really couldn't take it. The minute that I canceled on episode 3 or decided to not pursue any further work with this client, about a week later, I was signed on to help tape and edit a podcast series that I really, really enjoyed. And like, I negotiated my rates for helping with the podcast, editing the podcast. It was fair, it was decent and consistent money. And the first time I invoiced this client, first of all, the set, when I got to the podcast set, the energy was so much better than that pop the balloon stuff. It was so much better. Like, they appreciate what I did on set. They're like, okay, Camila, with the hustle, with the hustle. I was like, oh, hell yeah. Okay, bet. I'm getting appreciated. And I sent my invoice. I did 150 a day to help with the podcast. I sent my invoice. It was a weekend podcast. So, you know, day 1, day 2. I sent my invoice for $300. For the first time, the client said to me, your invoice was too low. Let me get this straight. You appreciated me on set and what I did, and you think that I'm more valuable than the rate that I negotiated for. There are 2 different milestones happening back to back here. I had single-handedly the worst client of my video career, followed up by the best client of my video career. What does that tell you? The minute that I started to prioritize my mental health and disassociate people that make me feel bad about myself, I get the best client ever. Listen, like, that's not always gonna happen. I'm gonna start, like, I'm not trying to be like the inspirational channel and stuff, but like, wow, I chose my mental health and I was almost rewarded for it. Like, wow, you know, we're conditioned to think that we will never get anything again. After any kind of gig, it's like, I will say yes to literally anything because I don't think it'll happen again. When am I ever gonna get this gig again? When am I ever gonna do this thing again? You don't think there's other work out there. But the thing is, like, yes, in times there's gonna be really hard to find something. The reason why I don't work a 9 to 5 is because I don't wanna be doing work that makes me demeaned and shit. So why the fuck would I take a job that makes me feel like shit for doing video work? I know a lot of us have our limits. I know a lot of us, like, go through things to make money, but it's not always worth it. I mean, I made $500 to feel the worst I've ever felt about my career. Damn, like, what is that worth? Is that worth it? Is that my price tag for my mental health? $500? Hell no, man. Hell no. So the moral of the story is, like, the same way, like, everyone needs a video. There is so many ways to monetize your content. To, like, if I had just decided to choose my mental health and do my own podcast, do more of these videos, I'd be happier with that. That'd be a better choice than whatever the fuck that was. There's just things you can do, and you can't say yes to everything. Seriously, you can't say yes to everything because everyone always wants to say yes to every job, but then when they have to handle that job, they're gonna suck at it because guess what? You didn't like doing that shit. And now you look worse because you're late on a deadline for a video you hate doing, and it's like, oh my God. More importantly, you hate your boss, and you're like, why am I even working for you? Oh my God. You get your little payment, and like, yeah, you spend it. You have some nice dinners. You do this and that. I gotta do what for you again? Edit? Oh, another revision. Oh my God. I thank whoever out there for working it out that my worst client was in January, and my best client was in February. And I've had a lot more clients since then. I've had a lot more experiences that I'd love to get into, but for now, this is just the theme of the video. It's that it's worth choosing yourself. it's worth choosing you.